Listen to the people. Listen to humanity. Listen to the parrot. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV. Parrot TV.
Do you know that there is a publishing company that wants to make life easier for you as a writer? This publishing company is called World Inkers Printing and Publishing. We publish in all different languages, and we're looking for writers of all genres, all formats. We're looking for scholars, ghostwriters, playwrights, poets, short fiction, novelists, you name it. We're looking for anybody who is interested in writing and the craft of writing to be in touch with us. You can reach us at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. With World Inkers Printing and Publishing, you do not require a lot of money to publish with us. Contact us today at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. Become a winner with other authors at World Inkers Printing and Publishing. Give us a shot. We will surely finish you. Hello and welcome to World Inkers Network. I'm Dustin Pickering, your noble and honest host. And today is episode number 309. And we have Binod Dawadi, and he is from Parrot, Nakop 13, Kathmandu, Nepal. He has completed his master's degree from Tribhuvan University, majoring in English. He likes to read and write literary forms. He has created many poems and stories. His hobbies are reading, writing, singing, watching movies, traveling, and gardening. He likes pets. He is a creative man and does not spend his time doing nothing. He is always helping poor people. He can see the troubles and obstacles of the people. He believes that from the writing and from the art, it is possible to change the knowledge and perspectives of the people towards anything. He loves his country, Nepal, very much. He has known many cultures of his country as well as foreign countries, and he is always thinking wisely. He solves his problems by using his mind. He dreams to be a great man in his life. He has published his own poetry books, The Power of Words, Love and Life's Difficulties, and Nature, Animals, and Human Beings in Prodigy published. He is also planning to publish his other books, which are The Best Stories and War. His dream is to become a rich man in his life and to help the poor people in the society from his wealth. Thanks for joining us on the show today, Binod. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for giving me such a great opportunity. I feel very much happier to become part of this program.
We're glad to have you.
Very much good.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about your writing process. How do you go about creating a poem or a story and editing it as it's in progress?
Yeah, first of all, I read the literature. Then it gives me so much motivations and ideas about some poems, novels, and other literary forms. I cannot depart it from them, and I started to create my writing, my own writing.
Excellent. Did you have writers you imitated in the beginning of when you started writing? Were there popular or famous writers that really caught your eye? You enjoyed trying to imitate their style?
Yeah. Some writers, like as the famous writers, like as when I read that William Shakespeare, T.S. Eliot, I like their writings and their rhymes so much that attracted me. They compare the things. They show the power of imaginations and gives knowledge to us.
I agree, and I think that especially Shakespeare had a really fine grasp of human nature and used his linguistic power to convey ideas that a lot of people don't. A lot of observations that people were miss in daily life. And so you say in your bio that you believe that art and literature can transform society to making people think differently about things. What direction do you envision your art taking people?
Yeah, Art has no boundary. It includes the things of the physical nature, like as our common problems, our happiness, sadness, as well as it includes the things which are in the form of imaginations, fancy, and other things, which is a very creative and very appreciated things. So very impossible or sometimes very unnatural or uncommon things are also presented such much in a such great expressions of the words and language, and by such thinkings and such visions the perspectives and thinkings of the societies, peoples, and people's ideas towards the knowledge can be changed, and society can get the new knowledge, and society can be changed in a new way, in my view, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, so how did you feel when you first published your first collection of poetry? And then what reactions did you get from people that read it?
Yeah, I have published that this the power of words in ebook for first time, and it got so much appreciated and so much thanks to me, and now it is published in Amazon, and I am also working as a co-author in many of the anthologies, and I am working my best to give my tales to the readers, writers, and who are art lovers, literature lovers for them. And when we are writing or creating, we will get appreciated. That is a common thing, and I also get and become happy.
Absolutely. So you're not just a poet. You also write stories. What themes and ideas do you like to explore in your prose work, in your story writing?
Yeah, in story also I bring the ideas of the natural worlds, these common ideas of a common people, but in very art forms, like as some imaginations there, some complex ideas, jumbled stories, not in a fixed flow, some tragedies, comedies in the plots, and characters sometimes false drawbacks and the systems and the values of the society.
Okay, that sounds interesting. What kind of characterizations do you create in your story of the people you convey to the readers?
Sometime I keep the people of the societies like as a common people, and I present them as their drawbacks, like as sometimes they do the corruptions, illegal activities, and the activities which are not supposed to be do in the society, but in sometimes I put the reference of animals and their pains and their trouble, and I write the stories from their own voices, to give justice.
Hmm. So, do you notice, at least from your experience, that there's a difference between writing a poem and writing a story?
Yeah, writing a poem needs to follow the certain rhyme, rhythms, syllables, and on which theme we are writing, and our presentations, language expressions. It involves then in the stories. The topic is different, and it is written in the paragraphs and like as an article or other forms of writing, and it sometimes it should cover the uh, required pages or required words.
Hmm. So, like, considering that that there's a large worldwide literary community, how do you envision bringing that community together if you were to make any kind of decisions on that?
Yeah, the world is in its own way, but in the modern time I find that there are the less readers or less writers, but also there are in, but people are busy and they are not giving much attentions and not much focus in the writing. But also sometimes I can find the book seminars, poetry recitations in nearby areas. I also attend and involve myself in Nepali poetries,
Hmm.
sometime in English, sometimes studios, like that, and it is in progress little bit.
Hmm. That's good. That's wonderful. Do you find that writing is therapeutic, and how would you describe that?
Mm, yeah, writing differs from the people. Sometimes people can write about the free verse poem, or they can write about their free ideas. Uh, Whereas sometimes people can use the rhyme rhythms of the forms in the poetry, in the stories, or any other literary forms. It is on the view of the people in the modern world. It cannot be, we cannot make the strict rules, in my view.
So, how does it when you complete a work, like whether it's a story or a poem or a book or however, how do you feel afterwards? What is there a sense of resignation, or is there a sense of like accomplishment, or how do you feel?
Sometimes I feel that I miss the some points. Yes, sometimes I feel that I can add some studies there. Uh, I feel regret sometimes, but in this way, writers is beginning their journey. I think by knowing their drawbacks sometimes.
Hmm. So, is there any frustrations for you in writing? Like, do you ever find some obstacles that you get stumped and you can't move forward sometimes? And how do you handle that?
Yeah, sometimes in the beginning, I was not much literate, and I was not aware about such writing can lead us to the world and unite to the world and the people, and we can be the great person like as a writers. But I feel from reading that we can also create some writing, we can also create a book, we can also create anything. World can give values to us, so we can change the world from our writing. In this way I feel about.
That's a good. It's good that, I mean, it's nice that the feeling and the power it can come with writing and creating things, and making something beautiful for the world to look at. So, what are some reactions to your writing, or some thoughts that people have shared who have read your writing? What do they have to say about it?
Yeah, they tell about they like about the poem or story very much, and they want to read more from the me, and they are supporting me and giving me the good facts. There are my new friends emerging everywhere from the writing. Literature is uniting me to the world.
Hmm.
There are many advantages I am getting.
Well, that's good. I think it's great, and it helps develop your self esteem and your sense of being in the world to sort of illuminate your own ideas in the form of writing and your thoughts, and bring those out and try to communicate stuff. I mean, do you find when you're writing, do you ever feel a state of doubt about your, like say your beliefs or your thinking and what you're communicating? And does your writing help resolve those doubts?
Yeah, sometimes I feel like that because no one is the perfect or genius writer in the world, I think, because
Hmm.
everybody has some drawbacks. Some No one can be genius, and if some people are talent or excellent, then uh, they can only play with the words, they cannot use the words. Their thoughts don't give their all visions in the writing, whereas if some people can thought properly or sense things, then they cannot express the writing. This difference I find, and we should maintain these both qualities in our writing, in my view, by observing, by reading, by getting
Mhm.
more knowledge.
So, how do you personally overcome writer's block if it ever happens?
Yeah, I usually attend the Zoom programs and other programs of the writers, while as I am also writing in many anthologies to be to know as me,
Hmm.
and
So, when
I
you're,
am not. Mm,
go ahead.
I am not lifting the opportunities which I will get in the online. Online is the powerful store.
So, when you're not writing, what other things do you do in terms of like that help encourage you to be creative?
So while I am not writing, I am also teaching in a school, that is also falls in a reading process. But I love to play with the pets, like as I play with the dogs and cats here and there. If I find, then I used to pass my time, as well as when I will meet with my friends, then I used to go outside. I talk the things to them. I take a cup of tea with them and share feelings.
So, what is an exciting conversation you've had about literature that you can remember?
Sorry.
What is an exciting conversation you've had about literature you can remember from your life?
Yeah, I when I was not member, I used to think that we can also write and publish. It is not possible, but when I was reading that time, it was not possible because I was a child, and it may cost, and we should go to the publishing house. But when I connected to the online, and I connected to the groups, that literature become my good friend, and I started to write, and it becomes very much easier for me.
Well, that's good. So, I want to thank Venkat. He's had fantastic Dustin Pickering. Thank you so much for watching the show today, Venkat. So, you know, when you're writing, do you find that you feel like you're letting go of a lot of emotions, and or is there a how does your feelings can be conveyed when as you're writing something? How do you actually like actively feel during the process?
Uh, I don't write about any specific ideas or any specific genres. My ideas and thinkings flow on every aspects and every first, like I focus on the sometimes love, sometimes tragedy, sometimes anxiety, like that, the pains and happiness of the life, as well as a physical world, as well as sometimes musical, metaphysical words things I brought.
Well, we're going to take a brief break. We'll come right back with some of your works and of literature, and just enjoy this promo video that we have of your work, your book. Let's get this going here, and let's see.
Okay.
Okay. For some reason, it's having trouble getting it to play with sound. But this is a video for the promotion of the power of words. This is Binod's book, and Well, thanks for joining us on the program today at World Inkers Network. Those who are viewing today, please subscribe to our channel. We have Binod Dawadi with us today, and that was his book, Promo for the Power of Words. Would you like to read us a couple of poems, Binod? We would love to hear them.
Yeah, first of all, I may tell something about this book.
Okay.
This Sydney Bureau helped me in this book, and she has also kept some of her poems in this book. And the main ideas of this book is to give the feelings and thoughts of the people, as well as to give knowledge to the people, as well as to enlightenment people. And writing can work as a medicine and heals any pain, in my view. So the poem of this book, first poem goes like this. This is about the problem of women. They call us jinn. They call us jinn. We are the women, and the men think that we only work at home. We don't wear office uniforms. We don't go to offices. We don't do office formal works. Our works are informal and unproductive. They think they are keeping us in the four pillars of the house. We think we are always in case. We want to go outside, and we want to show this man that we can go outside and work, as well as we can give birth, take care of the baby, as well as do housework. But they are calling us jinn. Why, we don't know. And this was about the uh, poem, and I have also kept some haikus.
Okay.
Haikus about love. Let's love together. The last breath remains. Come here. Who knows what will be?
Hmm.
More than I believe. I can't give you anything. I love you so much. This is about IQ. And another is the poetry. Poetry is of letters. Poetry is of words, which includes all the happiness and pain, all the troubles and difficulties of life. To show such condition will occur in our life, we can't share with others. We will share to paper instead. Paper becomes our best friend. They will not become sad about us. They capture all our pain. Who cares like that but paper? Not only that, when we feel happiness, we share that to all our friends as well as the whole world. So we write poems. Poems are our good friends. We can learn other people's pain as well as we can spread happiness.
Hmm.
So poetry is a medicine. Poetry is the key to treasure. Poetry is a game of words. We can imagine the metaphysical things, and we can imagine and become anyone in our life. The letters become words, and words becomes our voice. Our voices are in each letter, which makes us alive. So poetry is best thing in this world. Poetry can be immortal. Poetry gives justice to the voiceless. This much.
Wow, thank you. Would you like to read another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. In the modern world, the value of the humanity is decreasing. So,
Mm-hmm.
my next poem is about humanity. You are human a being. You are a social animal. You have rules and laws. You are the cleverest. You have a mind. You are intelligent. Humanity is also equally needed to the culture of reading, literature, and gaining knowledge on various walks of life and of different societies. To gain progress in our life, where does one search for equality? It is lost. This much.
Hmm. Like there's like a humane sense to your writing. I gather from the your topics and your language, that you're an observer of people, and that's really interesting, that you convey that through poetry. Why did you choose to collaborate? Was there like a meeting of minds that you guys decided to think about doing a collaboration, or did you how did you come about deciding on that with your collaborator there for that book?
In this book, there are my poems mostly about, but for there are also my helper editor called Sydney Virok. Her poems, some poems also Seke had kept in the last, and she was also very beautiful girl and my best friend.
Okay, that's wonderful. It's good to have somebody that is has that that kind of like chemistry where you guys understand each other. The two writers understand each other well enough to collaborate and produce something bigger than the one person could do. Did you feel like you accomplished that with this book, The Power of Words?
Yeah, first of all, I was not introduced with her because she lives in Canada and I live in the Nepal. But writing and literature unites us. She gave the opportunities to write in the anthologies about stories, poems, and I tried and submitted to her, and she reads and sometimes edits, and she likes my writing, and she became my best friend. And I consulted to her about publishing my works, and she agreed, and we two started and do this.
That's wonderful. It's good to develop friendships through literature. We're going to take one more quick break and we'll be right back. America Open Market, AO Market. The best digital market for humanity is a free, multilingual, borderless market open to international sellers with various languages included. With America Open Market, you may start selling in minutes after filling out the form. Comprehensive dashboard where you understand your sales, orders, and customers is available. You get paid directly, securely, and instantly on the America Open Market. You can sell your house, car, electronic laptop, CD player, boombox, phone, headphones, furniture, and clothing, and anything on AmericaOpenMarket.com where all your sales and customer needs are met. Register as a merchant today. You will not regret becoming a vendor at America Open Market. For further inquiries, contact us at aomarket@gmail.com. AO Market, best digital marketplace for humanity. Thanks for joining us on World Anchors Network. I'm Dustin Pickering, and I'm sure you guys get sick of my voice. We need to get new people for these voiceovers. So, Binod, tell us a little bit more about how, as a writer, how you managed to get through this pandemic and how it affected you as a creative individual.
Yes, this pandemic affected me and all the world so much. I was not able to go outside and do any activities, but in that time I was using my time, and I was writing my ideas in the papers, and I was creating new ideas and new collections and new poetries, and filling my papers there. But also after that I published some of the poems in the corona's pandemic and other diseases which are in the present context, wars and other things which are seen in the world, and this that was a great disaster, and we hope we can live happily now and in the future.
Mm-hmm. So you also are a teacher. Do you find that you learn from your students, more about the creative process and how to create a work of art?
Yeah, someone who is interested or who wants to write and wants to publish their works, they can also contact to me, and I am also compiling some anthologies. I am also writing in some anthologies. I am also connecting in some many groups of the literature, and I know the many groups, and I am very much popular nowadays in many literary forms, and I am mm, uh, I am increasing my identity. And if someone is facing difficulties in writing, or someone need any help about writing, or someone can start their want to start their writing journey, then they can start and they can tell, or we can communicate.
Excellent. So, how do you see yourself in, like, say, 5 years from now as a creative writer? What do you expect to accomplish?
Uh, Before 5 years, I was not a writer. I only read the literary text, and I only flow in the class in the ideas of the writers like William Shakespeare,
Mhm.
T.S. Eliot, John Keats, and other writers, and they influenced me so much, and I became their fans, and I started to write and create new forms, not exact like as theirs, but in my own words, my own thinking, imaginations.
So, when you started writing within the last 5 years, you said, or did,
Yeah,
oh,
before 5 years, I was just starting to write. Not started, but very lessly. Just started. Say.
okay. So, how do you see yourself developing as a writer in the future?
Yeah, I also dream, and I also wanted to be a successful writer.
Mhm.
But for that, I should also work hard in the process of learning and knowing the things. I think.
True. You have to always be incorporating things into your knowledge. Learning more and more. To be able to be a good writer, you have to. I think you have to do a lot of reading and thinking on things and observing. And it's a pretty tedious, and sometimes it's a very unrewarding, at least financially unrewarding, task to be a writer. But the reward is in doing it, and creating something and feeling accomplished. So, I guess here in the conclusion of the show, towards the end, I'd like to ask: do you feel that you're writing your books and getting them published? Do you feel accomplished in that?
Yeah, I feel very much happier. My three ebooks is already published in Prodigy published. They are the same: The Power of Words, Nature, Animals, and Human Beings, Love and Life's Difficulties, and in the Amazon, The Power of Words, The Life of a Life of a Vampire, and The Power of Words 2 is coming, and it is a sequel of The Power of Words 1, and it is telling that the power of words is not finished, and it is taking rebirth, and writing does not finish at any time. It continues.
We look forward to the second volume. So, would you like to say share some advice or words of wisdom at the conclusion here of the program with the viewers and fans and followers?
Please, if you want to be a writer, then you can join in the literary groups as well as contact, as well as please, if you want to, if you like me and my writing, then you can buy books, pre-order book in Amazon, and you can read my books and my visions, my voices, and my knowledge, my imaginations. There are things which is made for the society and the world through my imaginations, and you can like.
Would you like to share any thank yous or shout outs to anybody out there, your friends and family and people who read your writing? Would you just like to say anything, like a, thank you, or let them know that they're appreciated?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to tell to you, Dustin Pickling, very much thank you
Hmm.
for giving me such opportunity, and all the literary groups, teams, all the publishers, all the writers, readers, and all people of the world for reading and writing and sharing the culture of reading and writing. And I like to tell, don't stop to write and don't stop to read. In the modern world, don't change yourself and your culture of reading and sharing knowledge. Do not stop and be a good person.
Absolutely. So that's wonderful advice to writers. And so thank you for joining us on the program today, Binod. It's been wonderful speaking with you, and good luck with your second volume, and good luck with your previous works as well, and getting them out there and sold and in the hands of many readers.
Thank you,
Watching.
Dustin,
You're
so
very
much.
welcome. Thank you as
You are
well.
connecting me to the world.
Quite welcome. We watch World Inkers Network. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do like, share, and comment on our various programs. We'd love to have questions to our authors as you're watching. If you would like to send us a little extra cash that you have on hand, you can get in touch with us at paypal.me/nyparrot. That'll be a wonderful place to drop some of your extra change, and we would definitely appreciate you for that. And that'll be something we would use to advance this program and its various interests and qualities. And if you want to be in touch with me, Dustin Pickering, to be a guest on this program, send a third-person shortened bio and a sample of your works and a headshot to literarycorner@newyorkparrot.com. That's literarycorner@newyorkparrot.com. Again, subscribe to the channel. We want you as one of our 1 million subscriber challenge. And take a look at some of the other things we're doing. Look at the new website, worldinkers.com. We definitely want you to take a look at that and get involved in some of the forums and the World Poetry Challenge, and creating your own new, fresh works based on the themes we've chosen. We have one right now, Sextet for War Victims. So you can take a look at that on our website, worldinkers.com. So without further ado, have an excellent day and enjoy some writing. Do you know that there is a publishing company that wants to make life easier for you as a writer? This publishing company is called World Inkers Printing and Publishing. We publish in all different languages, and we're looking for writers of all genres, all formats. We're looking for scholars, ghostwriters, playwrights, poets, short fiction, novelists, you name it. We're looking for anybody who is interested in writing and the craft of writing to be in touch with us. You can reach us at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. With World Inkers Printing and Publishing, you do not require a lot of money to publish with us. Contact us today at info.worldinkers@gmail.com. Become a winner with other authors at World Inkers Printing and Publishing. Give us a shot. We will surely finish you. America Open Market. AO Market. The best digital market for humanity is a free multilingual borderless market open to international sellers with various languages included. With America Open Market, you may start selling in minutes after filling out the form. Comprehensive dashboard where you understand your sales, orders, and customers is available. You get paid directly, securely, and instantly on the America Open Market. You can sell your house, car, electronic laptop, CD player, boombox, phone, headphones, furniture, and clothing, and anything on AmericaOpenMarket.com where all your sales and customer needs are met. Register as a merchant today. You will not regret becoming a vendor at America Open Market. For further inquiries, contact us at aomarket@gmail.com.